Alright guys, we are back doing another stream. I've been on a roll with these streams this week so far. One stream every day, so I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to see if I can keep the streak up throughout the rest of the week. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Potato, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day. Alright. Now, the bad news I have is that my earphones are kind of busted, so I can't really hear anything that I'm doing on my PC, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, I need to order some new earphones at some point. Alright, hopefully the music isn't too loud. I think it should be fine. Alright. Plastic Operation, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good day. Guys, let me know if the music is too loud in the background. My earphones are broken, so I can't actually hear it. I can't actually hear anything on my PC for that matter. So yeah, I can't really hear it's too loud. And my phone's on a very low percentage, so I can't check on my phone either. So World War II, what's up, man? What's up? Sounds a bit weird greeting World War II. Yeah, but yeah. Hope you guys are having a good day. Wendy, what's up, man? Hope you're having a good one. We're just chilling. I'm trying to do a stream every day of this week. I don't know if it'll be the same next week, but you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're just chilling for the meantime. I had to put a spider out of its misery earlier, which is kind of sad. But I had to do a mercy kill. Basically, I went downstairs and there was a small spider on the floor, which was kind of wobbling around, walking around. I think it was dying. You know, the spider would only move when I nudged it. At first I thought it was playing dead, but after I left it for a while, it kind of just did nothing. And yeah, it's kind of sad. So I took it outside and I just killed it as quick as I could. I gave it a mercy kill, so it didn't have to suffer anymore. So yeah, it's just a unfortunate experience, but I'm sure if the spider could appreciate what I did, I'm sure it would. I mean, if I was suffering in pain and the only option to end it was to die, then I would appreciate a mercy kill as well. Speaking of bugs, I think I have a fly colony in my ceiling light. Oh my god. If there's one type of animal that I really do not care about, it's mosquitoes, or just any other kind of like parasite. I do love animals, and I try and be as kind to them as I possibly can. But mosquitoes and like parasites like that, best believe I'm going to kill them as soon as I see them. I don't make them suffer, but I do kill them still. I'll try and make it as quick as possible. Hello from Israel. Hello. I think you're the first person who's actually from Israel that watches my channel. Well, at least commented. It's nice to see the Army Men community is global. Do love to see it. Wait, Israel? Yeah, Israel. Okay, I'm leaving. Okay. Oh, there's no need for that, man. There's no need for that. I know there's some issues going on right now in the Middle East, but you know, it's not his fault that there's a war happening. He's just a regular dude living in a country. Have you ever met a Russian person? Yeah, I think I have met a few Russian people, mainly in school. But yeah, I've met a few. I was actually speaking to a Russian dude who designed some of the music a couple of years ago. But you know, since the war happened, I haven't been able to contact him, sadly. I was kind of mad that was happening with tweets. Yeah, I think that's just like everything nowadays. So, like, bro, they're beefing over an app. Yeah. It's just it's a propaganda war. At the end of the day, people are trying to spread a message, regardless of what side they're on. The hard thing about being on social media is trying to like filter through all the stuff that isn't clearly propaganda. German, nice. Actually, I think we've got a few Germans in the chat that show up occasion. Really wonder which country would be the next to Germany. I don't know. But either way, do you guys have any plans that you're doing? Any stop motion ideas? Any concepts that you have in mind that you're going to film at some point? And like you guys can see on the screen, if you have any questions, of course, feel free to let me know. I will do my best to answer them. Yesterday was my birthday, but I slept half the day. Yeah. Well, late happy birthday, man. Hope you had a good day. Monday, I'm getting all my stuff. Nice. So I think I know a little bit because I put a green army in, so I can get more army guys. Nice. I'm thinking about continuing the unboxing series. Not as much as I used to, but I want to unbox some different kind of army men. It also matters about what I can find on eBay, because there's kind of a drought on eBay right now when it comes to good army men. I think I got in just at the right time to buy the stuff that I do have. Here's the gameplay that I'm doing right now. But yeah. Do you have World War II Army Men? Yep, I've got World War II Army Men. Mostly airfix stuff. There we go. That's a nice, easy LiDAR scan. I think after I've done this stream, I might go out and film a bit of that Halo Army Men stop motion I've been wanting to do. The weather looks pretty decent for an Army Men stop motion anyway. It's quite cloudy, so I won't have to worry about light flicker too much. Do you have BMC toys? I don't have any of their Army Men, but I do have the what's it called? The BMC. I don't know what it's called. It's basically like a set of furniture and props. I can't remember the name of it, but I did do an unboxing of that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I do want to get my hands on some BMC. Oh wait, I do have the King Tiger as well. I think it's called the big tan Tiger tank. I do have that. So that's nice. Apologies if you hear a dog. There is a dog outside that's going crazy right now. He's barking like crazy. Some really good things to make bases are Jenga blocks or any blocks, cardboard. Yeah, cardboard's very good for making bases, especially if you have hot glue gun as well. Makes it a lot easier. You can also use Lego bricks. They also seem to be pretty good, but of course that's more of an expensive option. Oh my god. I just got launched by that guy. Oh god, I whiffed that shot completely. Yeah, maybe I'll make a... I've already done some building tutorials. Of course, I did that bunker. I did the Plastic Apocalypse pyramid bunker as well. But yeah, maybe I could do some cardboard tutorials as well at some point. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What is going on? Oh my days. One thing that's hard for making a roof of bases out of blocks is that you need a lot of things to hold up. Yeah, I mean, look, one way you could actually do it with blocks is if you build the walls out of the blocks, right? And then you put a sheet of cardboard on top, and then you can just rest the blocks on top of the cardboard. And I mean, that should be a really simple way to do that. So the cardboard essentially becomes the roof, but then you put the blocks on top of it just to make it look like the blocks are there instead. You could perhaps try that. Do you want some BMC toys? Yeah, I mean, I do want to get my hands on some at some point. The issue I have is I'm from the UK, so it's kind of expensive to get BMC. They're not as expensive as Timmy. And I'm dead. Waiting for that. One thing I need the most is probably vehicles. I have almost 0 jeeps, a few jets, 4 tanks, only 2 plastic army men. Yeah, vehicles are kind of hard to get a hold of, depending where you're from. I mean, if you're from the US, you can just get Timmy, like relatively easy, and BMC. But if you're anywhere else, it's kind of difficult. I mean, one substitute you can make is if you start building model kits. If you get them in 1/4/8 scale, that is the scale that Timmy uses for their tanks. So if you want to keep that classic army men scale, then 1/4/8 is the way. That's what all of my vehicles are in. There's a lot of troops here. Why is it kind of hard to get your hands on artillery? Like as a kid, I had to make my own artillery out of Lego bricks. Yeah, artillery seems to be more difficult than anything else. I don't know if it's more like obscure. Like when people think of army men, they basically just think of tanks and the army men themselves. So that's pretty much what you get, is just tanks and army men. But yeah, I mean, a good way to get around the lack of diversity in vehicles is if you just build model kits. Model kits are the way to expand your vehicle army. Just so bad. It's all good, man. It's all good. I do appreciate the offer, though. But yeah, I'll probably get some soon. So. I've seen artillery in other sets, but the army guys are so small. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of the really cheap, crappy Chinese army men. They typically have decent artillery. Why can I not grab this one? There we go. But yeah, they do seem to have good artillery sometimes. So. We gotta run before we get blown up. Seen artillery in other sets. The armor guns. I already read that one. My bad. Yeah, if you want more artillery though, or if you're looking for more specific vehicles, then the model kit direction is the way to go. 100%. Also, if you ever want to do like some rocky beach scenes, I would recommend you just get sand from the beach, rocks at the beach. Yeah. I mean, if you have that option, then that's definitely an easy way to do it. But if not, you can always go outside and try and find some rocks out there, and then just buy yourself a sandbag. They don't really cost that much, and yeah, that's another decent option. My cat just threw up on my carpet. Typical cat behavior. My cats do that all the time. It's flipping annoying. The thing is, like, they could just go outside, or they could go somewhere that isn't carpet, where it's easier to clean up. But nope, they decide to go on the carpet instead. No, I can't put my cats outside. Yeah, that's fair. My cats are indoor cats as well, so. But, yeah, still annoying though how they just cats just throw up wherever, whenever. Like, they're not strategic about it at all. I remember my dog, before she passed away, she was very like strategic on where she went to the toilet, where she went. If she felt sick, she would literally sit at the door and essentially get us to open the door for her. So, of course, my cats use the litter tray, but if they're sick, they just literally go anywhere. The thing is as well, right, our downstairs is hard floor. There's no carpet. We do have a rug down there, but whenever the cats are sick, instead of being sick on the hard floor, they go and be sick on the rug. Even though the rug takes up like no space. Doesn't make any sense. But I guess that's cats for you. They will leave and come back in the most good space, yeah. Do you want some of my BMC toys? No, it's all good, man. It's all good. I do appreciate the offer, though. In my new house, he went in the basement and climbed up on a roof. It took him like 2 hours to find. Oh my god. Good old house. It took like 2 days. Yeah, and I've actually got a funny story about my cat. But he's passed away now. But whenever I used to go up in the attic, he would always like stare at me and watch me go into the attic. So, because I'm stupid, I decided to pick him up and show him the entrance to the attic, and he jumped off my shoulder into the attic and stayed up there for like 5 hours. And then he just hid in there, and yeah, it took a while for me to try and get him to come down, but eventually he just jumped down from the attic. It was quite a big jump, but he was fine. Yeah, it's a good old story about my cat. We used to call him Tips or Tipsy because he was completely black, but one of his toes was white. It was so random, but yes, we just called him Tipsy. I have a funny story when I was on my that's. Did I catch the end of the stream again? Nope. You're here in time. We are playing some Helldivers. There's a big gun. Can I shoot down the barrel? Oh, yep, I can. You're going out in the street. Luckily, no cars on the street. Yeah, that is lucky. Oh, that actually reminds me. So the dog I was on about earlier. So her name was Cookie. So sometimes she used to sneak out the front door whenever any of us would go out. And one time my parents were sorting out their camper van, as we call it. And she snuck out without any of us knowing. And after about 15 minutes, I was with my brother and I was like, where the hell is the dog at? And yeah, funny enough, she had ran across one of the the highways over to a sports center. And yeah, we ended up losing her for about 2-3 hours. And it turns out one of my neighbors found her. The thing is, we don't really have any contact with those neighbors, so they didn't even know we existed, really. But yeah, we put a post on Facebook to ask if anyone had seen her, and then literally the house like 10 houses away had our dog because they found her at the sports center. So yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, we were shitting ourselves when she gone. I don't know how she got across the highway without like getting hit by a car. So you know that was very surprising. Well, if it's in Jim Bro Productions, yeah, Jim Soldier Productions. Yeah, it's good to see you, Grey Officer. Hope you're having a good day. It was very weird with where they end up and how they get back. Yeah, 100%. I think they'll go to a different state and come back with like one injury here. Yeah, one of them. So I had two cats. They were brothers, right? Tipsy, who I already just spoke about, and the other one was called Harry. So random name for a cat, but that's what he's called. Harry was like very lazy, and he didn't really do much. But Tipsy, he like had battle scars on his ears. He had like his ears all ripped up from all the scraps that he's got into. But yeah, he used to just go around fighting other cats for some reason. And some days he would just disappear for a couple of days, and then he would come back, like he'd been deployed to the front line or something. Oh, it is all these supplies. Oh well. More supplies, I guess. Have you enjoyed the heat? I'm melting. Oh no, it's not been good, man. It has not been good. I was sweating so bad yesterday. The thing that's annoying, right, is the week prior, it was like 15 degrees. Or not even the week prior, like a couple of days before, it was like 15, 18 degrees, around there. And then yesterday it's 31 degrees. We don't get any time to adapt to the weather at all. Daniel, what's up, man? Yeah, am I late? Not really. I'll probably be streaming for a little longer, so you are good. I also have Helldivers 2. Nice. Yeah, if you want to join my game, you can. So you know, I am in the European zone, so I don't know how the connection would be, but if you want to join, feel free to. Random bug to launch across the map. Yeah, that's how you doing. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, man. I'm getting better, mentally at least. And my old cat, he was the oldest. He was like 10 or 12, and he would cuddle up with me when I sleep. Yeah, it's nice when cats do that. It goes to show that they trust you if they're willing to sleep next to you. Yeah, my old cat used to do that as well. He stopped doing it once he got to like 16, 17, 18. I think he died at 18 years old or in his late 17s. But yeah, as he got older, he just stopped sleeping with people. But he died after. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's not easy losing a pet. You know, losing pets like losing a family member. So it's very sad. God, the heat is fucking awful. I can't sleep properly because of it. We get to sleep around 3 a.m. because yeah, it's horrible, man. It is not good. You know, one tactic I have been using to keep myself cool in the day is if you've got a fan, obviously place your fan facing towards you, but get some water and occasionally just spray yourself with water. It actually helps cool you down quite a lot. It's not really too messy either. So yeah, that tactic works pretty well. What are you playing this on? I'm playing on PC, but I'm on an Xbox controller. Also, have you guys heard about the Halo collab coming to Helldivers? It's going to be pretty cool, hopefully. God, this gun is not good for close range. Almost just got beamed in half. I've got reload. That's good to hear. Yeah. Oh my god, 38 kill streak. That's quite a lot. Yeah, if you guys are wondering why the stream quality is not that great, StreamYard's not very good for streaming games, so it's going to look pretty framey. Also, for some reason, StreamYard doesn't pick up game sounds. Why has he done that then? What the hell? Just killed our teammate and just jumped in. I think my body can't stop doing is getting very comfortable and sleepy on most important days. Yeah. Yeah, about life is when you have a pet that you had for a long time and it just dies after one of the worst pains to feel. Yeah. Yeah, it is very sad. You know, I got over the death of my pets relatively quick. I thought it'd be like a very long, painful process. Of course, I was sad on the day. You know, I sat with my dog as she got put down. It was very sad. It was hard not to cry. But the next day I felt better about it. Yeah, it's still kind of sad, but I just concluded that, well, you know, it's given her mercy at the end of the day. Like, she's suffering and in pain because of being old. And she got very bad towards the end of her life. So, yeah. I mean, I still see my pets in my dreams occasionally, so maybe that means something. But I don't know. When my dreams aren't very weird, like that one dream I shared, I do see my pets. But, yeah. I'm planning on getting Helldivers for my birthday. Nice, nice. So I'll be screaming for the UNSC as an ODST. Getting domed by a robot. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Helldivers is really fun, man. I mean, I was hesitant to buy it at first. I bought it like a year after it had come out. But yeah, I've been kind of addicted to it, I'm not gonna lie. So it's a fun game. I made a joke that Helldivers is going to be a better game, or a better Halo game than Halo Infinite, which is kind of sad. I think he was a boy, and we didn't put him down because I knew he wouldn't make it through the night, so I tried to sit with him. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes putting them down isn't always an option, especially if it's like way later at night. I mean, when my other cat died, I wasn't there to see it, but my family just sat around him and comforted him as he went up, as he passed away. So yeah, I mean, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. I think I've been struggling with the idea of death myself, but I think in general it's good to just come to terms with death. And if you're spiritual, if you believe in some sort of afterlife, that also helps. But every time I play this game, this drop sequence is always so framey. I don't know why. So I thought that my breakfast is an ice cream. It's literally cooked, yeah. Should change the topic before I start crying. Yeah, we changed the topic, man. No worries. Can't wait to be an ODST in this game. I've been saving up my super credits so I can buy the War Bond or whatever it is. That comes out on the 26th of August, I think. So a couple of weeks away. Alright, I'm just going to throw 500 kg at that one. Oh, I missed. God damn it. Well, it's going to blow all these guys up, hopefully. Bro, where? The bomb just didn't even arrive. Okay. Oh, that's great. Alright, I'm going to flank. Throw a cluster bomb down there as well. One thing you should not do is head to the gun store or shopping place to do that. Do that after, because the more people in one area, the more zombies are likely to kill. Yeah, I feel like if a zombie apocalypse happened, I'd probably just wear medieval like armor. I mean, a zombie isn't going to be able to bite through chainmail. So, I mean, long term, I feel like melee weapons would be a lot better than ranged weapons. If you think about it, medieval armor is designed to stop impacts from swords. And swords are a hell of a lot more dangerous than being bitten by zombies with brittle and decaying teeth. Like, realistically, if a zombie bit you, their teeth would just break because they're that brittle. Depending on zombie type, of course. Like, if we're talking about The Walking Dead, then yeah, I mean, that would probably be quite easy to survive. Plastic walls, what's up, man? Something to cover your mouth, yeah. Sound like a gas mask might be good. His cape's holding on for its whole existence. Yeah. I don't know how these capes don't fall off in these missions. Right, I don't know if that barrage is going to work. Usually it manages to take all three of them out, but yes, randomly generated, so don't know if it will, but we'll see. Oh, there goes one. Okay, I'm going to try and make my way around without getting blown up. There goes another one. Just need that one there. Okay, I'm going to have to go take the last one out by myself. Sad days, got to play budget Helldivers, which is Fortnite. Yeah, I've heard about Helldivers. Well, Fortnite basically copying Helldivers. But, you know, I'm not surprised. That's the way Fortnite has basically stayed alive, just collaborations and copying games. So Tesco Express is pretty chill nights. I'm just gonna take that, man. It's a very cold and icy area, and zombies are less likely to survive in cold rooms. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But yeah, I think depending on what type of zombie we're fighting, no, it definitely changes the difficulty. Like if we're fighting, what is it? Is it DayZ or what? World War Z zombies? The ones that are super fast, like superhumans. If we're fighting them, then yeah, we're done for. If we're fighting Walking Dead zombies though, that's easy wins right there. Honestly, I don't even know how the zombie apocalypse happened, and I'm dead. I don't know how the zombie apocalypse happened on the scale it did on Walking Dead. I mean, the military would have been able to kill them pretty easy. Be funny if it snagged on something, pinning you to a spot as a horde of enemies approach. Yeah, yeah. Which Call of Duty kind of turning into Fortnite with these new skins? It's because for the last 6-7 years since Fortnite has been out and the success Fortnite has brought, everyone's decided to switch to the free-to-play live service battle pass type of game. So everyone's kind of just copying Fortnite at that point. So that's there. That's why Battlefield 6 looks promising. It doesn't seem to be one of those type of games. Use a lightsaber. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Would you rather have zombies that are fast and dumb, or zombies that are smart or slow? I'd rather have zombies that are smart but slow, because at that point it would kind of just be like fighting regular humans, and we're already experienced at doing that. Fast but dumb zombies, I mean, yeah, they wouldn't obviously be strategic or have any strategy to them, but since they're fast, it'd definitely be a problem. And I just got something. Forget. University Humanity seem to fare okay with fast moving zombies. I'm not sure I know about that, man. Movies about zombies don't get enough military. Yeah, exactly. Fast moving don't make sense. Their limbs would probably fall off because they're so fragile. Yeah, I mean, if we're going based on the default zombie definition, which is like a decaying human reanimated corpse, then I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of zombie it is, whether they're fast, slow, smart. They're gonna die within like a month or two. Like, realistically speaking, like, you think how easy it is for a corpse to get eaten by the wildlife. It's very, very easy. So they would just be walking and decaying and dying. I mean, most zombies would be dead. Basically, by the end of the year, every zombie would be dead, basically, just from natural causes, from decaying and being eaten by wildlife. Yeah, can't hit these guys. Oh, 28 days. Yeah, I've heard of 28 days. I haven't seen what the zombies are like in that though. Seen a zombie movie where if they are unhealthy, they won't attack you. I think that's World War Z, or I can't remember. I think it's World War Z. Is that the name of? That's the one with like these super soldier type zombies. That'd be, I think, hard to survive. Yeah, that one would definitely be hard to survive. get Tiger to do the job. Yeah. A good thing about Helldivers is it's actually soldiers and not like COD where Hello Kitty just drop kicked Homer Simpson while Snoop Dogg emotes from Godzilla. Yeah, exactly. I think people are starting to get fed up with those type of games. Like, I'm trying to play a war game. I don't get why the Ninja Turtles are fighting Homer Simpson. Like, what's going on? Considering those zombies are not spoken. Animals, yeah. 28 days, zombies pretty much human. Right, so they're not like decaying. They're not like Walking Dead zombies. So how it's called Fortnite. Fortnitism. I don't think I've heard of that term before. Help these guys take out the Illumina. Alright, going this way. Can't see it. That's literally a wall. I'm just running into a wall. What am I doing, man? 3 options to pick: survive a zombie apocalypse or survive the purge. But it lasts for a year or survive AI apocalypse. Do we have to survive each one for a year? Is that what we're doing? No, if we had to survive either an AI apocalypse, zombie apocalypse, or the purge, I'd definitely do the zombie apocalypse. That seems like the easiest one to survive out of all of them. Zombie, I'm pretty sure government is super dead tired of it. Yeah, I mean, if the zombie apocalypse happened, there would be martial law. The military would be on every street and would basically be doing a COVID lockdown 2.0, but on an even bigger scale. Like, if they're going to lock us down over coronavirus, they're going to lock us down over a zombie apocalypse. Honestly, the best place to be would probably be the US, because there's so many guns in the US, it wouldn't be hard for the average person to just go and find a gun to protect themselves. People in the UK and other countries with strict gun laws would have to rely on melee weapons. Oh my god, this laser. What's he doing? Oh, don't tell me my game has crashed. I think it has. It's either that or it's frozen, but it's probably crashed. Oh no, it's frozen, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll definitely do zombies. We're in the AI apocalypse. Yeah, well, if Terminator happens, I mean, Terminator would definitely be the hardest to survive out of those 3 options. And with gun, it should be ringing the dinner bell every time you defend yourself. Yeah, but I mean, if every house has a gun and everyone's staying in their homes, it doesn't really matter if the zombies hear you because everyone's just going to start shooting the zombies anyway. So I mean, the zombies would, if you consider that and the fact there'd probably be mass conscription and the fact there'd be military literally everywhere, I don't think the zombies would stand a chance. Just been hit by a nuke by the Red Power Ranger while playing, bro. Yeah. That's exactly why Fortnite is kind of broken. If you're in the UK, use a sword. Yeah, I think most people will probably just end up buying swords or using machetes and axes and stuff. Send to nearest McDonald's, BC will do the work. I don't think they'd eat McDonald's. Man. How did I miss? Alright, cool. Now we just go to the extractions. It's this way, okay. It's just an armless mech sitting there, it's pretty cool. Green plastic army men come to life and want to take over the world. Are we winning? Yeah, we're winning that. It came to experiment when you play this money greedy game, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah, I mean, I've got Fortnite downloaded as well. The only reason it's on my PC is because sometimes my brother wants me to play over. That's literally the only reason. I don't open it up for any other reason other than that. These guys shooting over here. Okay. I think that guy got hit by my artillery. That just bounced off that guy. What the hell? Getting swarmed. Just a cluster bomb to blow those guys up. Should have broken my neck doing that, but we push on. £6 for digital shoes. Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I mean, an Armyman missile would probably just be like a normal bullet. So, probably are good. I paid £5 now, I can't even afford eggs. No one can afford eggs in the US. Tesco Club Club makes £5. If I'm lucky. Yeah, the economy's not doing so good, man. Alright, let's see if I can get any upgrades on my ship. Let's have a look. Extraction, I don't really use those. Well, I might get that. Alright, I'm going to grab this, because I do use the Eagle cluster bomb, so use that. I guess I'll start upgrading this, so I can get to the final one eventually. That should be good. Alright, cool. £5 for egg, where you all shop. Yeah, I don't think eggs cost that much. I think like a box of 6 eggs costs like just over £2, I'm pretty sure. Or like around the £2-3 mark. Well, head out, see you later. Yeah, appreciate stopping by, man. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Shop at Waitrose, yeah. Yeah, Waitrose is kind of expensive. But a dozen eggs for like £3 at Home Bargains. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think eggs are that crazy expensive. Oh, and there goes my game. Crashing like usual. Stupid game. Oh, PC's not even hot either. Buggy ass game. Well, I'm going to do some stretches whilst this loads back up. I'm going to play one more game of Helldivers, depending on the length of the match, of course. And then I'm going to take a short break, do a bit of gym, and then go outside and film some of this Halo armament installation. that I want to do. I have painted up some figures. I've already shown you guys those. Funny cats eating the wires again. Yep, must be. I actually noticed talk about Home Bargains. So a few months ago they were selling Halo Mega Blocks, believe it or not. They were selling the Mongoose Outrider set, I think it was, for like £3. My mum went in there and asked if they were in there, and they didn't have any. I was going to buy some and then send some to the domain, but they didn't have any. And then my mum went back in there again and they had a bunch of them. So I just told my mum to buy all of them. I think I've got like 10 of them for £30. I could probably sell each one for £20, so that's like 170 profit right there. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see some Mega in the UK after how long. But you know the domain, yeah, we talk occasionally. He's a good guy. I was actually going to go to the Halo Championship with him. Basically, he had a spare ticket because I think he was going with someone else, and he basically said to me I could buy the ticket off him for like cheap, and we could both go there. But I never ended up going. So. Constantly checkers, they seem to get Mega set in every now and then, but not in my for about a year now. Yeah. I've also checked Game occasionally, but they don't ever seem to have any Mega Block stuff either. Yeah, I was on the phone with my mum and I was like, how much is there? I thought there'd be like 3 or something, so I was like, okay, I might as well just buy 3 of them. And then, yeah, then she said there's like 10, so I just asked my mum to buy all of them. And I just sent her the money. Didn't stock in my area, sadly. Had to get them from eBay. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I think my area just got lucky, so. Well, my mum's area anyway. The Home Bargains near where I live, I did actually call them up and asked if they had the product available. But they said, no, they don't have it. So, yeah, I think it was pretty much just about luck. I've been trying to think about some ways to make some money long term as well. I've been accepted for disability benefits in the UK. I know it might not seem like it based on how I act, but I've spoken about my disability in the past, and the doctors have agreed that I'm not capable for work, at least for the meantime. So I have been accepted for benefits, luckily, which means I can expand my projects a bit more. But what I really want to do with that money is try and build something that I could generate money from long term. Because of course benefits, you know, I don't really want to be on benefits, but I don't really have any other option at the moment. So yeah, any of the money I do get from that, I'll be trying to put it towards something long term. I've been thinking about buying developing a Roblox game. See how that works. That'd probably take up quite a lot of money, but if that could work out long term, that'd be great. I've checked Smith's Hot Wheels hunt for my concerns. Still have a few of the Mega Pokemon set now. I mean, at least they got something to do at Mega, right? So, I went with one of my mates to a what's it called? A Smiths as well. For some reason, I was thinking of Toys R Us, but no, it was just a Smiths. Yeah, we went there, and I think there was a couple Pokemon sets, but there wasn't any Mega Blocks. There was a few Lego. Well, there's a lot of Lego, but I bought one of those Lego sets. So it was alright, decent set. It's because I live between two major parts of the UK and some random ass small town. yeah. It's actually good saying you get some money coming in. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Like I said, I don't really want to be on benefits. I mean, I've been trying to work the last 2-3 years. Well, since I got out of school, I've been trying to work, but nothing's really ever worked out a long time. I've had like 3-4 jobs since I've left school, and none of them really worked out. So, yeah, definitely not proud to be on benefits, that's for sure, but sometimes you don't have a choice, and you just got to deal with what you can at the time. You got to adapt, I guess. With Toys R Us, but they are opening up a bit again. Yeah, I haven't seen a Toys R Us open up a bit. I can't remember where it was, but I'm pretty sure I saw a Toys R Us in a WH Smith, which was kind of interesting to see. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, hold on. Okay. Alright, let's chuck that down. Load this up. Oh my god, these disruptor towers are so annoying. Alright, hold on, I'm going to wait for him to land so I don't nuke him. Nope. Oh. But I did it wrong. These zombies are pressuring me, man. I can't do it. There we go. No, you're not breaking it. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. These damn disruptor towers. I heard Smith got in the Ubisoft Hot Wheels set, planning to go in soon. Because it's already out. Nice. Of much and mainly opening up in other shops, but they're popping up again. I mean, it'd be nice if they were like classic Toys R Us, but I don't really see it. I mean, at least from what I've seen, their focus is basically like on very young kids now instead of. It kind of used to be focused on anywhere from a young kid to like a teenager, but it doesn't really seem like that anymore. Yeah, free cool. What's up, man? Hope you having a good day. We're playing some Helldivers. I'm just going to nuke those guys. Alright, he did. Yeah, maybe I'll do 3D printing for Army Men and sell those as well. There's not really any 3D printing Army Men companies in the UK from what I've seen. So maybe that's something else I could do long term. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I could reproduce some sets. I'm focusing on baby toys now, which is sad. Yeah, that's basically what I got from looking at their website, at least. Basically just baby toys. Kind of sad. I remember when I used to go in Toys R Us. There used to be a really big Toys R Us in Reading before they shut down. It was like a giant warehouse. I used to go in there, and on the front of the store there'd be a big board kind of thing, like a big shelf with a bunch of army men on it, which was pretty cool. And then towards the back of the shop there would be tons of Mega Bloks and Lego and even more army men. And yeah, last time I went in that shop I bought some Call of Duty Mega Bloks, one of the Nazi zombie sets. Bro, what is this guy doing? I had to reload as well. Okay. Bro, what? What the hell? What is going on, man? This guy is just teleporting, bro. Stupid game. You know, I love Helldivers, but the game is very buggy, I'm not gonna lie. Really want to get into 3D printing and make this, I guess, just don't have the money to buy a printer. Yeah, that's fair, man. I mean, the startup cost is quite expensive. And of course, like, one of the more important things is you need space. Like, you don't really want to be 3D printing inside your house because 3D printers let off bad chemicals. You don't want to be breathing that stuff in. So, I mean, if I get into 3D printing, I'll probably have to buy a shed. I mean, I want to buy some sort of shed anyway, so I can have an indoor setup again. So, that would probably be something that I invest in. Luckily, my dad's an electrician, so I could ask him to help wire up the shed. And yeah, I guess I'll get into 3D printing. If I did do 3D printing, like, what would you guys be interested in seeing? Personally, I'd want to make more modern army men. It's not really something you see often. So, maybe I should do that. Maybe I could reproduce some old sets, maybe the Fish Elf stuff. Maybe I'll remake the Bowley tank. I know Nim Production already did that, but I could get someone else to make one as well. And I could 3D print those for people. Because a lot of people really want Fish Elf stuff, and Fish Elf does not exist anymore, so maybe I'd reproduce those for people to purchase. 3D printing isn't a bad shot. I wanted to get into it to bulk up tanks and stuff. Yeah. Remember there was a huge mega shelf and we were going in there when they were selling anything at 50% to get rid of it all. Yeah, I think that's the last time I went in there, they had a sale on. Sadly, I was broke and I had no money. And I was like, I can't remember how old I was just a kid, so I don't really have any money. But best believe if I went in there and I was this age, I would have been buying as much army men and Mega Bloks as I could. Okay. I'm about to get swarmed. Let me just deal with these guys real quick. Alright, there we go. So most of them dead. Oh my god, the shield came back on last second. What was the chances? Oh, I gotta reload. Gotta break these guys' ankles. It's so hard to see with these lens flares. Okay, no, I can't bother. I'm just gonna throw this. Hopefully that's a... Oh my god, it's a mini nuke. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, that was definitely overkill for just one of those, but it does the job. Modern army men isn't something to see a lot. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the issue, like, people just... I don't know why, but it's mainly just World War II army men that people produce, and Vietnam era army men, or like Cold War era, around that sort of time. No, I mean, not even Cold War, but yeah, I don't know why. It always just seems to be Vietnam or World War II. You don't really see much variety. There is some people that do sell modern army men. I think Armies and Plastic does, but you don't really see it often. Yeah, if I got shared, I could probably set up in. But I live in a low income area, so chances are I'd get robbed. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a backyard and you just put a shed out there, I mean, I don't think anyone would probably try and rob you. I mean, if you just make the shed look like it's just a crappy, worn down shed, I don't think anyone would bother trying to get in there to rob it. But how did he do that? I literally just killed him, and he called for reinforcements. It don't make any sense. I'm throw that down. Oh, and the reinforcements isn't even showing up. Okay, so I just wasted that as well. This game, man. This game is so buggy. Where'd the money 0 army remembered? Green on stock, sadly I was 6. Yeah, exactly that. You bet there's no gameplay on screen. Nope, I did not realise that. My bad. Share that in a second. It's because my game crashed. Let me put that on for you guys. Regardless, do you guys have any stop motion doing? Oh my god, I just got blown up. Do you guys have any stop motions you're working on? Any plans? Put my phone down for 10 seconds. Oh yeah, I know, it's a mini nuke. Yeah. It's the noise. There's no, which is the problem. Alright, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that is kind of difficult trying to work around that. I mean, people will just rob anything nowadays, so maybe the risk isn't worth it. I mean, I should probably be good. The area I live in is quite, like, it's not that bad. It's like a medium income area. And it's quite a peaceful street. Like, you don't really see people coming down my street often. Plan on working on an announcement. Oh my god, why has he put that there? We'll run all the way around. Run around. Yeah, I'm planning on working on an announcement video that does have some stop motion in it. Apart from that, not really. Yeah, fair enough, man. It is fair. I'll try and shoot this guy in the eye. There we go. I thought I shot that guy then, but the teammate just landed on top of his forehead. Got short gas plans build on animating, then once finished building my Furiosa. Is that Fury? I don't know how to say that, man. Inspired motorcycle chariot. I'm going to animate that. Nice, nice. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see some more apocalyptic type stop motions. Oh my god. Tripod. Jesus to me. Oh yeah, we need to go because we're about to get jumped by a whole bunch of enemies. How am I running through a car? What the hell? It's been demotivated for a while now, so I'm not really doing much. Yeah, that's fair, man. Like, it's not really that easy to maintain motivation for doing stop motion, at least. So, not too surprised, Emma. It's the unfortunate thing about stop motion. It's just hard to maintain that motivation. Alright guys, I'm going to be ending the stream in a second. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. But I will be ending the stream shortly. Alright, let's check out the stats. That guy's a really good username. 23989668233. Maybe that's his phone number. Got the most kills. Shots fired 2,000. Jesus. That's pretty good. 0 deaths as well. Nice. Teammate had 0 deaths. Cool. Alright, now I'm going to return to my ship so I don't get sent into another game. Knock knock. Hey, knock knock, who's there? No one's knocking door around. Oh my god. The corny jokes, man. Any Halo Mega stop motions planned for the future or no? I'm not really sure, man. I have been thinking about potentially joining the stop motion competition that the domain's hosting, but I wasn't really a fan of how it was judged the last time. I don't really need to go into details there. But, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, man. See what happens. Call him and say hi. No. All right. Yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching the stream. And yeah, I guess I'll see you lot in the next one. Take care, guys.